I'm outside of Bevmo. I just finished my caricature job, and there's some sort of lion motorcycle. Oh, hello there. Day 19. Welcome! That's right, 100 days of making comics with me, Gazbot. Day 19 is over. So what happened on day 19? Well, I woke up, and after eating breakfast and watching some television, Gurren Lagann! I went to my first job, which was at a liquor store, which is a little unusual as a caricature job. I've done jobs at banks and food stores and Sears and places like that. Usually it's either a grand opening or a customer appreciation, like, hey, everybody, bring your kids and we're going to give away stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I assumed it was one of those two things. It wasn't. And it wasn't really clear that there was even an event or I was there. The staff was friendly enough, but they were like, yeah, just right there, whatever. No signs. Nobody was telling people as they walked in. It was just me standing there. So I did a handwritten sign, free caricatures. And people would ask me, what's this about? And I'd be like, oh, they're giving out free caricatures. And they'd be like, why? I'm like, customer appreciation? And then after a little while, they came and put this cart next to me, the employees, and put a bunch of wine on it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's so people will buy wine. And then like 10 minutes later, I looked at the wine. I'm actually going to put up a picture. It's kind of blurry, but this is a picture of my station. And here's a closer picture of the actual wine. So there was a connection, but nobody told me about it, or I'd be going, hey, caricature wine, caricature, there you go. So I figured that after a while. Didn't matter, though. It was really slow. I would say they were getting like one person every 4 or 5 minutes. And most of them had no interest in a caricature. Most of them had no interest in talking to me or making eye contact with me. But I was placed right in front of the door. So it'd be like, ding, ding, hey, ding. You know, and I don't really care about drawing these people, but I just, like, that's my job. That's why I'm there. I'm getting paid, and it felt awkward. And I'm right next to the cashiers, and the manager would walk by. Hey, how's it going? I'd be like, not, he'd be like, cool. Like, so I was there for 3 hours, and I think I did 8 people and 3 employees. It was weird. I mean, everybody seemed to be happy, and they didn't really care, but I'm like, what? It's like a waste of my time, their money. I mean, I got paid, so I'm not complaining, but it's just, I don't understand how the world works sometimes. Anyway, after that, I decided to go eat, but it was only like 5:30. It's a little earlier than I eat. So I stopped. I wanted to find a Target to just sort of look at the toys and kill some time. And so I found one. But right next to the Target, coincidentally, was... yeah, so I went to both. Didn't buy anything, but I had a good time looking at toys. Killing time, killing time. Went to Target, now to IHOP for flapjacks. Then I went to IHOP. And interesting thing at IHOP was I used the sweetener, and it was from Applebee's. Odd. Anyway, I enjoyed my time there, and as you can see from the photo I put up, I actually did what I said I was going to do, where I brought the printouts with me and read through it while I ate. I did underestimate how much time I would have to kill and overestimate how long it would take me to look at this stuff. I thought I'd do it in the car, but it was dark by the time I got on my first job. So I basically read the whole first issue and made notes as I went along, and that took about an hour. I mean, I was eating at the time, but I wasn't talking to anybody. I was like, bite, read, read, read. So I'm counting that as an hour of work today. I wanted to do 2, better than a half hour. Tomorrow I have SacCon in Sacramento, where I'll be at a table all day. But I anticipate at least doing the other 3 issues, if not more than that, because there's usually a lot of downtime at conventions, especially smaller ones, like this one that's only one Sunday. I kind of anticipate not doing well, so... but what's interesting is I anticipated a lot of heavy rewriting, especially because I thought I had to cut out an issue. As it stands now, I'm at 4 issues, so that's okay, but I still expected a lot of cut that out, change that. That might come with the other issues, but with this first issue, I was surprised at how much it worked for me. I changed a couple little, you know, like, oh, spelling error, and maybe I should add this word and have this person say it a little different, but not much at all. So, you know, if the rest of them go this well, that would be great. I think there's at least one part of one of the issues I'm forgetting where I'm going to have to cut some stuff out, I'm sure. But as it stands, that first issue, you know, not to too much. But I was like, good, beginning to end, not boring, makes sense, works. It might change once I read the others. I might go, oh, this doesn't make sense with what happens in issue 3, but as a standalone issue, I feel it works. I'm still going to have somebody else look at it and get some feedback, but it felt good that it didn't need major rewrites the first time I looked at it. So that was my work day. One other thing, yesterday I sold another print, and I had a lot going on yesterday, so I didn't want to jam it in there. Plus, I feel like I'm like, guys, Etsy store. And I don't mean to hawk it. Like, you know, if you go there, you look at stuff, you favorite stuff, great. If you buy stuff, even better. It's more just talking about what happened and what's going on in my art career, and an excuse to put up an image. So I'm going to put up the image right now. It was of Raphael, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, as a rocker, a punk rocker, like in the Misfits. Specifically, I kind of dressed him like Jerry Only. So I'll put that up here. Yeah, and somebody bought one of those, which was awesome. And I love when that happens, and I'll put the link below, you know, no pressure to buy, but just, again, I'm talking about what happens. And I'm pretty psyched because I don't typically sell a lot of prints from my store, and maybe it's because of the holidays or what, but I feel like I've been selling one every couple days lately, which is new for me, and a positive thing, because this is just work of my own that I just felt like making prints of, so I'm enthusiastic about it. And, yeah, so it's kind of a short update today. It's late. I got to do a few more things, get ready for the show tomorrow. It's like a 2-hour drive, and I got to get up early, so sorry I can't give you more. But that is day 19, which means that
we got 81. We got 81 days left.